What is going on, people? It's your boy Astro, aka Ketchup. Hopefully you didn't forget about me. I know it's been a little while since I uploaded on this channel, and it's been even longer since it's been a face cam video. However, today is a very, very, very special day because we are starting Season 2 of Shounen Ketchup, your weekly anime news show coming to you every single Wednesday right on this channel. So if you want to stay up to date anime manga news, especially a lot of shonen things, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're new to this channel and want to know more about me, more about your host, more about the anime, my collection, all that fun stuff, I actually just dropped kind of my place. I just moved in my collection and all that stuff, my favorite anime type of stuff. So you go ahead and check out my last video and see kind of all the anime stuff I have, because I definitely have some favorites. But without further ado, very, very, very happy to be coming to you again. A lot has happened since I've uploaded the last video. That's enough talking though. I'm sure what you're here for is the news, so let's get into it. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. At the end of the video, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you have any comments, any questions, go ahead and do that too. We can have a discussion. So, first thing I got for you this week. Tokyo Revengers. If you're an anime fan, you must have heard of this series. It seems that every single year or so we get a series that just breaks out, just like runs past all the competition. This year it is none other than Tokyo Revengers. I think last year was Jujutsu Kaisen, previous year, probably Demon Slayer, yeah. Not really my cup of tea, but yeah, it did well. So, Tokyo Revengers, which this is a very impressive feat. This year has roughly, I think, 10 to 14 weeks left in general in a calendar year, but in terms of sales for manga, Tokyo Revengers is already in first place, surpassing Attack on Titan's 50 million manga volume sales. So I think in the past Demon Slayer has surpassed that as like a yearly highest sold ever, because I think they had like a crazy year where it was upwards of 20 million, but this year the highest selling manga was Attack on Titan and was recently passed by Ken Wakui's Tokyo Revengers. So just a little synopsis for those of you who don't watch Tokyo Revengers. Think Erased plus some mafia stuff plus, yeah, man, it's kind of hard to explain in that sense. You got some time travel, you got some fighting, you got some crying. That's Tokyo Revengers. Great series. If you haven't checked it out, you should already. One interesting point, the mangaka, who's Ken Wakui, he actually was in a gang because, again, there's a lot of gang stuff in it, so if you like that type of stuff, Tokyo Revengers might be right up your alley. He actually took some inspiration from his days, apparently, while he was allegedly in a gang called the Black Emperor for the Tokyo Manji gang, which is like the main gang that, the story focuses on. So that's pretty damn cool that he's using real life experiences and it's being so successful. So, surpassing Attack on Titan is no small feat. Speaking of Attack on Titan, we actually do have a date, or a time frame, I should say, for part 2, season 4 of Attack on Titan. They did that thing, Attack on Titan, the last season, and everybody that, had more than 2 brain cells was like, clearly they're not going to fit all that manga material into it. I'm hoping it has a different ending. This is supposed to be coming out in the January, so I believe that would be winter season, sometime early January. We don't have an exact date, but we do know it's going to be January. And, there's no word on the amount of episodes that are coming out yet. The first season of, Attack on Titan, last season 4, was 16 episodes, I believe. And this season, if they want to, complete it, I think they'll need at least 12. I think really if they did want to condense everything into 12 and just kind of make that budget last more, like up the quality. I mean, the quality was great already, but like if they have less episodes, then obviously they have a little bit more to spend per episode. So my guess would be that it's actually going to be 12 episodes rather than 16 based on the content that's left. But again, I'm praying and begging that they close that ending. And I just have a quick message for those of you who say me or anyone else in the fandom is overreacting about the ending of Shingeki no Kyojin, also known as Attack on Titan. So for you people that said, it was okay or not that bad, this is for you. You're lying. You are a liar. I'm not going to get into spoiler territory. I don't really want to make this about my opinion, as I am mostly delivering the news. You should mostly try to be unbiased, but the ending, I think, was objectively bad. Most of the community side is bad, except for the few white knights that... There's always those guys, right? That just have to defend crap. I'm sorry. Great series up to that point. Maybe the last 7 or 8 chapters. Oh my god. If they keep to the original if they keep to the original manga ending in Shingeki no Kyojin for this part 2 coming out in January, oh, I will be sitting down with popcorn every single week watching every reaction that I can, which I already watch a lot of reactions, but I'm gonna up the ante. I'm gonna be doing some overtime on reactions. Anyways, next story. We got the Gundam fans in the building. Because if we do, good news for you. Bandai is actually holding an online kind of Gundam expo. I don't know if at some point after the pandemic they're gonna like transition this to like an actual in-person event in the States. I know last year they did it for the first time and I think it was also online. But it starts on August 26th and I think it goes up to September 5th. You're gonna get a ton of Gundam news. It's a free event, so if you like Gundam, you can go straight to their website. I'm not sponsored, I'm not being told to do this, but you know, if you're a big Gundam fan like I am, it might be worth checking out. They got a lot of news, I guess, perhaps new movies, new anime, so if you're a Gundam fan, go ahead and check that. Speaking of a lot of things coming back, it has been a little while. I think the last thing I actually put on this channel was when we got the confirmation for Stone Ocean. It's been about 4 months and a lot's happened since then. JOJOLANDS has ended, aka JOJO Part 8 has ended. We obviously had that confirmation of Stone Ocean for a few months now, but we got a trailer which I actually reacted to on my AstroReviews channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and link that. That's my other channel where I do more reactions, more discussion type things. So you can go ahead and check that out if you'd like. You know, a little plug for myself there. But JOJOLANDS ended on August 19th, JOJOLANDS being the 8th edition of JOJO. And, whew, my goodness. I was thinking, wow, we might not have any JOJO manga for a while. JOJOLANDS is the only part of JOJO I haven't read yet, just because it was giving me some type of feelings, you know, not having any more JOJO to read. I like just having a little bit there just so I could always be like, oh, there's at least more content that I can read if I needed to. With Part 6 coming out, which we have a date now, it's December, and, oh my god, this is big, people. We're getting all the episodes up front. So typically, you know how anime goes, you'll get an episode weekly, then ultimately, you know, you'd have 24 episodes, 26 episodes, 12 episodes. It's being done by Netflix, so as who's producing it really? It's still David Productions in terms of the studio and the art, but it seems that Netflix is producing it, I think that's the right word. And they're doing it Netflix style, meaning we are getting every single episode of Stone Ocean up front. And, you know, I've said it before on this channel, I probably also said in my tour video because I got a ton of JoJo stuff, but Stone Ocean people, I don't know. I feel that the anime is going to do it more justice, but in terms of the manga, I have to say, probably my least favorite part with Part 3. I know. Blasphemous, right? But yeah, I think Part 6 and Part 3 are the weakest parts of JoJo so far. Even the little bit I've read of Part 8 has been excellent so far. So I'm interested to see how this pans out. Again, no spoilers, but it's a very pivotal point for the whole JoJo timeline. So let's see how that works out. It's going to be wicked to have all the episodes. Okay, so post-production while I'm editing this, I realized I didn't actually make the point I was planning to make. We have JOJOLANDS, JOJO Part 9 confirmed. Man, I go on way too many tangents sometimes. Excited for that. Super excited. With Stone Ocean coming out, we are one step closer to that Steel Ball Run anime greatness. That is a wicked part. Part 4, Part 7 goats. One step closer to that Johnny Joestar greatness. That December, by the way, assuming that everything is well in Japan, I will actually be in Japan and Korea, kind of that month-ish, beginning of January, so I don't know if that's going to be a hurdle for me watching it. I did want to react to every episode on my AstroReviews channel, and I'll give you more information on that as time goes by, but as of right now, if I am in Japan, that may cause a problem, because for those of you who don't know, you can't exactly stream English subbed anime in Japan. Like, they don't quite have streaming sites. You either watch it on TV or buy the official stuff, and that might be tough to get an English sub up front. Or if Netflix is international, which it is, I may be able to just watch it with English subtitles, which I'm thinking is actually pretty likely, so it might not be a problem at all. So I will attempt to react to it, but we'll see how that works while I'm traveling, obviously. The last thing I wanted to bring to you is One Piece. Speaking of sales, One Piece has been third place for comics in general. I'm not talking manga. One Piece still reigns as the king. Demon Slayer made a nice little run. I think in total it's about 150 million, volumes sold. But One Piece, obviously a longer series, is now officially at 490 million. And this happened a little while ago, but again, my hiatus, I'm kind of pulling a little Togashi, so I gotta bring this up. This means that One Piece has officially surpassed Batman, who was sitting at roughly 480 comics sold. Batman does not have a single author. Let me get a little closer for this. Batman does not have a single author. Batman has many authors, probably tens, possibly hundreds. And, great success, in the West and probably many other places. Everybody knows Batman, right? It's a household name. One Piece, and this might be a controversial statement, relatively unknown in the West. Relatively hated, I would go so far as to say, in North America. People in Canada and people in the States are way up the backside of Dragon Ball and Naruto. Maybe even in recent times, My Hero. And other stuff, right? There's the cult classics for the West. One Piece has never been that in the West. And it still manages to be so close to toppling the mountain that is Superman, 600 million. So if we give this another 5 years, especially with an amazing arc, and I gotta say, for those of you who aren't even One Piece fans, check out some scenes from this current Wano arc. We have Dragon Ball Super Broly, quality animation and direction. Megumi Ishitani, Naotoshi Shida, all the boys Toei, all the greatest animators that have ever worked for Toei, all the greatest directors, sprinkling everything for this massive arc that's been building up for probably half of a decade. So even if you're not a One Piece fan, I always recommend watching from the beginning, and this isn't, a One Piece video, so I'm not gonna ramble on too much, but check out some of the scenes. They're doing amazing work, and if this is anything like, let's say, Demon Slayer or any other of the anime that we've seen that had amazing animation that really bolstered the popularity, this is going to make One Piece absolutely explode in sales. I'm calling within the next 5 years, we're toppling the mountain that is Superman at 600 million. You heard it from me, boy. Catch him first. So, that is about it. I gave you a little bit more opinion in this video, but season 2, I figure, I'll put just a smidget of opinion in there. We're still mostly going to give you the news, but yeah, for more of that opinion stuff, theories, reactions, go ahead and check out my second channel, AstroReviews. We got a lot of fun stuff planned there too. In terms of my setup here too, I think this is an okay setup. However, I'm still experimenting with other things in my new place. Like I said, the hiatus was mostly to focus on myself, health-wise and stuff too, and also to focus on moving, which I did, so congratulations to me. But for those of you who've been around and have been here, patiently waiting, because I didn't upload for a while, my sincere apologies. I hope that you would be here with me every single Wednesday for ShounenKetchup.